So this is my favorite spot in this fun antique shop. Love these trays. I've sold these before. A little too high for picking and selling, but they are really fun. Always looking for fun ephemera. Good old Slim Whitman. Sorry about my finger right there. So there's a fun tobacco piece. These things go for quite a bit now. So surprised my dad had tons of these. Always liked Big Boy. And this is a fun cigarette case. Once again, a little too pricey for me, but like, I dig the style. And feel free to comment after this, after you watch this, because there are some items that I'm not really talking about, but if you see something that you're interested in or want to know more about, I can take a look for you. Not a lot of sales on this trip, so most of it was just fun eye candy, but we did end up finding some amazing stuff upstairs and scattered around downstairs. I love looking inside the cases because you never know what you're going to find. Oh, there's the stairs. And I don't know if you saw it, but to the left there was that big Empoli brandy snifter, and it was that amber one that I sold, I think it was a week ago. So I did get it from this fun booth. And this booth is actually the shop owner, the actual owner of the space. Sold some of these, and actually I did find, I didn't get it on film, but just yesterday I got a stereo camera that photographs this type of film. They're very hard to find and very, very expensive when you do. Got it for $25. They go for $125 to $200 in the condition that this one is in, so I'm definitely keeping it in my collection. G-Man's son, I got it. I haven't brought it to a sale yet, so it is coming. I'm kind of interested to see what the story's all about, but I love the graphic. Even though the book jacket is slightly torn, the graphic is really cool. Pursuit in the Fog. Stan does some fast thinking. Wow. Good old Stan. So I did grab that. Oh, and it was personalized, which sometimes I think that's kind of fun, just knowing where it came from. It's not just a library book, it's one that someone had in their collection for years and years. And tell me what you guys think. I feel like glass is kind of almost oversaturated right now in the market. Oh, you guys remember those cats on the boot, the Fenton pieces? I got 3 different colors from this booth as well. $9 each, yes. Which is a steal, in my opinion, for those. So I did get those 3 down there that I saw all together. They did all have the cats. One's a hobnail and the other 2 were the daisy and buttons, I believe. Really nice condition. I didn't have to clean them or anything. They were just ready to go. Little cats. A lot of cat lovers out there. I love cats. I don't have one personally because I have 4 little dogs, and they would make the cat's life horrible. So, but the cat decor is fun. And this aqua color was really cool. Definitely older than the other 2. Did not have the Fenton stamp on the bottom. Unfortunately, none of them do glow. But there's my stack starting up there. But going back to glass, like right here, I sold this piece a couple of weeks ago. Not this specific one. But they're starting to mark them down. And I think it's because it is kind of oversaturated. So on this pick, I did a little more digging and looking past the glass, because there are some really, oh my gosh, these guys are so creepy. I love the cracked faces, but I don't know if I have a market for this. So like, if anybody out there loves that kind of stuff, let me know. and I don't mind snatching them because they are fun to decorate with, and you never know what they're going to do. I love penny dolls as well. Sold a few off and then got a few more, so I'm always changing out my penny dolls. Oh my gosh, so they moved. They were not like that. All right, we're walking to the back. Sarah's over. See that arrow with the 25% off? I'm pretty sure that's the arrow pointing to where Sarah is as well. Just doing a little slow walk to the back, and then I'm going to go up those stairs because that's where I love going. But I try to be patient, you know. There it is. Don't lean on those rails either. They're old. This booth over here, a couple of months ago, we cleared out quite a bit of glass. They had a pretty big sale, and I think that's kind of what was going on, is they were trying to move some of their glass. Still have quite a bit left, but Sexy Secrets are in the back. Neat Christmas tree. I think it's fairly new. I don't know for sure. And I'm not even going to mess in this cabinet. I know Sarah's going to go in here. Look at all those funsies. And Pyrex. I don't really mess with Pyrex. Sarah's definitely better at that. I love these cup stands. I'm always buying them. This one I actually picked up, and I was going to take or buy this orange one. I changed my mind. I like getting the tree stands or the mug trees out in the wild and pairing them with some fun mugs. So I prefer to do that my way. But I love the Morton Salt Girl mugs. I always love those. Coca-Cola, another pipe stand. Yeah, $25. That's a really good price for that one, although it does not have the amber glass. The amber glass and the darker brown glass are really sought after. I actually picked these knives up because we need knives, and this is a great deal, but then I thought about that ivory. It won't work in the kitchen because we have stark white and then colors, so the ivory would just not work out. But great price, and they were like all perfectly sharp. Yeah. Ooh. Let's see if, yeah, so just looking back at this, I can't believe I didn't break that. So these leaves stick into the wood. It has a little dowel that kind of sticks out. Eventually, one does pop out. Fortunately, it was when it was sitting down. So those leaves do come out. I just got really lucky. Thought about it. I don't know. That's too big of a gamble in my opinion. Always love the kitschy birds. Gonna just leave that there. Duck is really fun. He's kind of got those weird eyes going on. And don't worry guys, I filmed and then I also did pick a little bit more. So if you see something I may have missed, we might have snagged it later on, you never know. I love that lantern too, that red glass. That's definitely older than some that you see. Unfortunately, it doesn't have its hurricane, so like I don't like to try to pair those. That's very tough. Can't save it all, can't grab it all, but someone will get it. Now this bowl, I took the time to go ahead and take these glass fruit out because I wanted to see if it's marked or whatever, because the tag didn't have a for sure marking. So the handle goes almost, I want to say about 10 inches above the basket. It's a pretty big milk glass piece. No stamp on the bottom. To me, I'm pretty sure we're looking at Fenton, just by the crimps in the bowl itself. Looks really nicely done. So I did go ahead and grab this, and since it's 20% off, I did put it to the side. Eventually, I did go ahead and change my mind. Just didn't want to deal with shipping a big piece like that if I didn't have to. We have a trunk like this in our house. We picked Goodwill. Really nice condition, actually a little bit better than this. And we use it as a coffee table. Sits up kind of high, which is nice. And then, inside we don't store anything, but if we had to, we could. I just can't believe people used to travel, go on the boat and go across the ocean. Oh, this glass was amazing. I did not have my black light, but I knew Sarah was coming up behind me eventually, so I looked at them and I thought, I'm pretty sure we're going to have these. So I left them for Sarah to decide on, but I did end up helping her carry them up front. Because those lids, they slide a lot. Another white piece of glass, really nice. I think it's Westmoreland. But I was really interested in these little pieces underneath. You never know what's going to be stacked underneath. And nothing. I was kind of disappointing there. Nothing major. But you never know. Always dig. Always dig. Love these mustache mugs, shaving mugs. Really cool. I love how they always had the floral and very elegant design back in the day. Fun place to look. Every once in a while you find some amazing deals. Anything orange I have to look at. Almost 4th of July, so a lot of Americana stuff up. Some of these booths that are kind of just cluttered together are my favorites, because there's always like a weird or really good find sitting in there. These little plates, though, I know that they don't sell as easy, and they're priced pretty accurate to what you could get out of them. Had a really nice display of all this fun Ray Dunn stuff. Hadn't seen the gnome piece with the orange. Love that detail. Oh, lemons. Always finding lemons. I left them though because I have enough. They're not for sale anyways. All right, guys, this is where the good is. Which makes it difficult because you end up having to walk all the stuff down the stairs again. So it's a 2-person effort for sure. And they get you with that 20% off coming up. I love it. Sarah got this. I left it on the shelf for her to look at because I knew she was going to be up there. But for a shaker, $3 that kitschy with 20% off? I mean, you have to. Those eyes are crazy. But this booth owner is really good about drawing you into their booth, and they have like the best spot coming up those stairs straight up. You just have to go into it because you have this huge shelf full of kitsch and everything in between. A lot of glassware, a lot of stuff. I will say about 50% of the stuff is chipped or damaged or slightly upset. But there were some really fun finds. This Fenton piece I snagged, had never seen it before. Yeah, she fits nicely. Left those kitties for Sarah to find. So cute. Weirdly priced too. One was $2, I think, and one was $15, or I don't know. It was a weird pricing method, but it worked out. Never seen these before. Ooh, yes, my favorite is up on the top shelf. Sometimes there's things up there that are so far back no one else can see, and it may have been there for a hot minute, so I like to look up there. Grab these are fun. Googly eyes. They are souvenirs, but I think the cold paint for the souvenir can come off, so I'm going to try that. Or maybe keep it on there. I kind of like keeping it original. Everybody loves a terrier. But I just love this booth. Everything is, I mean, it's just all over the place. You have antiques, you have vintage glass, you have kitsch, you have mid-century kitsch, you have 80s kitsch, even mid-century glass. I mean, really beautiful stuff. His top nubbin has a little chip, otherwise I would have snagged him. Little feller. And this was my find of the day. Just happened to look up in the window. I was actually looking at that fan and saw these lucite candles, total of 6 with the gold flecks, and they were all in excellent condition, no damage issues. So as you can see, I went over to the honk for gas, but that was after going downstairs, showing Sarah and freaking out. Came back up, relaxed, started looking at some Mantiques, and yeah, that's pretty much how I finished up the rest of the day. I love these old lines, chalk lines. My dad and I and my brother, we used to use them all the time working on painting signs. Put it on one side, stretch it over to the other, measure it out, and then you just pull up the string and let it go, and it leaves a nice chalk line so you can pencil it after. It's a very neat design. Well, oh, this was the last thing that oh my gosh, scared me to death. And you can't hear it because I have the audio muted, but it made a loud sound when those pieces slid off. I couldn't believe it. I was startled, and I did go ahead and put my camera down so I could quickly fix that and set it up. But caution, because that can break. Left that fun PY piece for Sarah to find. She loves finding PY. I did snag the drink carrier. Left the glasses since there were only 6, and the glasses were $15 for all of them, and then the carrier was $15. So I did keep the carrier, and I found 2 more carriers down at the bottom. So we've got 3 carriers to fill with glasses, and of course, you gotta love this guy. Love it. Little sailboat all on its own. Waterford. I'm not a big Waterford fan. Not that it's not nice, I'm just not a big Waterford fan. But I think I should put it over there with that fun set with the sailboat. It just fits. And I should probably put it back. Well, I think it's probably time to finish my searching. We've got a couple more stores to hit, and I don't think I'm going to film at the next store just because we're running out of time. And this picking trip was in Pueblo, so about 45 to 50 minutes away from the springs, and it still needed to get some food, so I wanted to definitely looky fast. But I will say the stuff that I filmed was definitely the best stop. Really fun stuff. Clear glass. Okay, so I walked this all the way over to the top of the stairs and set it down on the cabinet and then opened it up. That's when I found, yeah, right here, there's Sarah's bowl, some of her treasures, and I found a horrible crack at the bottom. You see that guy? Right up at the top. So I decided to leave it. Still, I really pondered it, but it just really looks bad, unfortunately. So now it's time to do what we all like to do. Find our spouse. Where are you, Sarah? Where are you? Sarah, where are you? She's down there. I just can't find her. So that's it for me. I'm going to head out of here. I'm going to go find Sarah. We're going to get some food.